Hey, welcome back, artists and art fans, for tuning into the only spot where we get to meet these artists and talk about their trade, tools, and see what type of tips they have for us. We all know that they walk the walk, so let's hear them talk that talk, like I say every week. I'm your host, Sim Zimma, and you guys are on chatting with Zim. Let's go ahead and fix this back, shall we? A little backdrop. There you go, make it nice and pretty. Phil, what's going on, Phil? So today, guys, you guys are on chatting with Zim. This is episode 39. Today's guest is a very cool comic book fan artist. Definitely has his own YouTube channel, so make sure you guys go check that out, along with some Facebook, and also you'll guys find him here. We're interviewing cool cat that I just met not too long ago, James Sullivan, aka Sketching the Beast, and there the man, the myth, the legend is right there. Let's go ahead and beam him up into the mothership. So here we go as we wait. Hopefully there's no issues with Instagram. We've been having a lot of issues, but there shouldn't be anything. James,
Hey, Zim.
what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Good, good. Trying to situate myself a little bit here.
Cool.
Cool.
Take your time,
we
man.
got it. No, we're good, bro. So what's
Cool.
up, man? Welcome to the show, brother. Thank you for the time and cool cup. I like
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah, Deadpool. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. It's kind of cool being asked to be on anyone's anything, really. So,
Mm. Well, I mean, it's your art, bro. It's your art that brought me in. So
cool.
definitely, that's pretty cool,
Yeah,
man.
it's awesome. Yeah, so
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you again for having me on the channel or the chat. I look
Yep.
forward to chatting with you.
Cool, brother. So yeah, man, I was telling you as I was introducing you, man. Where are you from, James?
I'm from Buffalo, New York,
Word.
here on the East Coast.
Cool shit. Lived there all your life? Born and raised, or?
Yeah, born and raised. I lived in Arizona for a little while. I was actually going to go to Arizona State University for art a long time ago, but the situation wasn't really the greatest there, and I couldn't get used to the heat, so I moved back up here.
Cool.
So I've been here since, and yeah, just doing my thing.
Wow, that's awesome, man. And we enjoy your thing here. So
Yeah. Thank you.
so it's a bunch of cool shit, man. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you guys go to Sketching the Beast. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that little handle right there at the bottom. And James, man, take us back. I know you do a lot of comic book fan art. That's something I'm a big fan of as well. I'm 34, so I was there in the 90s for the whole X-Men, Spider-Man animated. And let us know more about you, man. What's your background?
Yeah, so I started drawing since I was really young. The first series I ever watched was Saturday morning cartoons with Spider-Man, and that got me hooked.
Hell yeah!
At 8 or 6 or however how old I was, I don't remember. So, and my dad used to draw also all the time. He drew all sorts of stuff, anything I asked him to draw, and he was actually really good, almost amazing at redrawing anything. The only thing that was unfortunate, he never took the time to really hone his craft, so he couldn't come up with his own stuff. So he didn't know how to be creative and come up with things from scratch. So I kind of evolved that more recently in the last 5 or 10 years that I've been serious about it. But he's really what got me into drawing, because I just loved watching him draw, and he would send me stuff, and I would send him stuff. And yeah, Spider-Man was my original love. And so I used to draw Spider-Man and stuff all the time. And so for the longest time, I don't know, probably about I don't know, when I was about 13, I didn't start actually getting serious about drawing like muscles and anatomy and stuff like that. And I learned anatomy from Dragon Ball Z
Oh shit.
originally. I know probably a lot of artists did the same thing. Um, so I used to draw Dragon Ball Z stuff, and I had some other people who were artists at the time, and they used to draw stuff, and they would teach me how to do this and that, and I would do what I could, and then for the longest time, when I was, I don't know, in my teen years, it was always one of those things that was told to me that like you couldn't really do anything with art. Art wasn't a really good way to go. wasn't career worthy or any of that stuff. And I know a lot of artists that have the exact same argument. Like it just
Oh yeah.
was never a thing when you're younger that you could pursue a career in art. So I almost dropped it entirely because I just, with school and everything and getting prepped for college, I ended up just kind of dropping it completely after freshman year. Funny enough, I was going to create a comic book freshman year, so I had started doing sketches. It was called One Man, Death, and Devil. It was basically what would happen if Devil had to find an apartment,
Ah,
and then Death ended up coming into. It was goofy, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And
that's funny.
um,
Is that still
but
available somewhere?
I gotta find it.
Oh man.
I never put it online or anything, or actually did anything official with it. I just had some rough sketches and some sketch panels. I might pursue that eventually because I still think it's a funny idea.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then it would kind of go through some of my life trials as a teen and followed that. So it was really cool, and that's one of those things where you draw on a personal experience and stuff like that. But I stopped drawing for I want to say 8 years completely, with the occasional pickup of the pencil to draw something that was cool or a comic book cover, and then within the last actually year, I finally decided to get serious about it again. I'm currently working. I currently work in the IT industry. I'm an IT analyst, and what am I? 29 years old this year.
Oh snaps.
Actually, right, it's 2020, so I'll be 30. I'll be 30 this year. I've decided that I want to get serious about it and actually do a comic book because I have some other comic book character ideas. One of my main OCs is Circuit. And that's a comic book I'm looking to pursue this year, probably starting soon, actually.
Cool. Well, what's it about, man?
So it's about this kid. It takes place in a kind of like an alternate universe in the same time frame as now, where technology is completely different, and basically he becomes in tuned with the technology around him on accident through some sort of experiment, and I haven't really 100% ironed out all the details yet, but
That's pretty cool.
yeah, and then so it really kind of is cool because he can communicate, he becomes a technopath, and he can delve into the virtual world to solve mysteries, so it's a really, really neat idea that I'm going to try to pursue this year. I actually got approached by a couple other people who want to do some comic books, but I can't really talk too much about that yet.
Oh man, come on, man! It's only you and a few of our little friends here and there. No, I'm just joking, man. That's cool, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
At least you got some stuff to look forward to. Definitely
Yeah.
very exciting on our end as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, hopefully I can share all that stuff with you as soon as I have some more updates.
Cool. And your story it's very similar to mine. So I also, before I came on Instagram in October 2017, I had maybe about a 6-7 year hiatus from drawing as well, man. So
Yeah, it seems to be a very common curve with artists. Like there's a difference between the guys who, you know, kind of have to drop off for a while because they have other things in life they want to pursue, and then there's the guys that are like 20 something and that they just constantly kept going. And
Oh yeah,
but it really seems to be a common curve. Is like most artists are like, yeah, I stopped drawing for X amount of years or whatever.
for sure.
And I know one guy I follow on Facebook, he had taken a hiatus for the longest time, I guess, and then he got serious about it again, and then decided to quit his 9 to 5 and became a full-time artist. So that's my goal.
Oh
Even
yeah,
if I don't make as much as I make now, that's my goal. I love creating stuff so much. And don't get me wrong, I love the IT industry, but it's just not where I want to be. I feel like I was meant to create, and that's what I want to do.
yeah. Definitely want to make a living. Bro, James, it's like you say same story, man. I also work in the IT field just to pay the bills. I'm a webmaster.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah. But art is my passion, and you know, I would love my end goal would be love to do like maybe front cover work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Variant carvers and stuff like that. That'll be cool, but one step
Yeah.
at a time, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I took a look at some of your stuff on Instagram. You do some good work.
Thank
Keep
you,
it up,
man.
man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Appreciate that. And right back at you, bro. Like I said, it's honestly what caught my attention when I first got to see your page was I think you were doing a vlog,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and you were talking about general critiquing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta bring that back because it's been a minute. But with this whole quarantine thing, I haven't had as much time in the mornings. I usually do my little vlog in the morning when I do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. On your way to work, huh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. There you go. Maximize your time, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
No, yeah. So that's what caught me on, and I'm like, holy shit, man. I'm like, this guy's talking about the same stuff. I gotta have him on the show. So
Yeah, that's cool, man.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, man. So there you go, man. Aside from that, you do commission work?
I do. Yeah, I do commissions. Right now, I have a deal which I'm getting I'm getting way too many requests on. I might have to actually kill it on sketch cards. I didn't know people liked sketch cards as much as they liked sketch cards, but I'm running a deal right now on sketch cards 2 for 5. I'm like 35 sketch cards deep.
Oh wow.
I'm not even kidding you. So I have quite a few sketch cards to catch up on, and then I got some other commissions that I've been asked to do. So yeah, they're coming in. It just the time, the time to
Oh
do
yeah.
them.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
grind.
definitely, definitely. And that kind of makes me want to speak on like the magic number. There's a magic number that I have. Um, and what I mean by the magic number, that's something a lot of artists is they sacrifice a lot, and one of the main answers is time. Especially sleep.
Oh yeah.
So, oh yeah, man. So that's your magic number is the amount of time you're able to sleep and still function at least at a 90% for the next day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I try to aim for at least six hours. If I
Six?
if I don't get 6 hours, I'm just a grump for the rest of the week.
Same, man. Same.
Yeah. So I've actually been hitting that because just hitting that because of how much work I've had to do. I try to because and I don't know if you've been following my posts I've been doing. But I try to cram a lot of detail in those sketch cards. And while I know there's some people that are like, make it look easy, it's not as easy as for me. But you know what I mean? Like it takes time, and I have to plan things out. And sometimes I draw sketch cards 2 or 3 revisions until I have it finished. So it's
Oh wow.
one of those things. So I've been up till like 11 or 12 at night just trying to finish some of them.
Yeah, no, and I've been keeping track of some of these. The Swamp Thing, I posted that one. I love the Phantom one
Yeah,
as
cool.
well.
Thank you.
That was dope. That
Thank you.
little short vid of what is it, Dark Claw, and then the Batman one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That's
I've been experimenting on TikTok. So I've been making little videos of some of the stuff I've been doing.
sweet. How's that response?
Actually pretty well. I mean, I haven't gained like a whole lot of following, but like in a week I gained seven or eight followers,
That's
and
not
people
bad.
are actually commenting on my stuff instead of just hitting the heart button, which is
Cool.
kind of cool.
Fuck yeah, that's what's up. Is that something you recommend artists get into, or yeah, hit or miss?
I would say definitely if you can. I kind of I think TikTok's kind of gaining a lot of steam because I think they're paying some of these actors and stuff to be more active on it,
Mm.
or they're just getting passive income because they're getting 1 or 2 million clicks on it. But yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, just a clip of like what you're doing or a quick sketch or whatever you can. I know sometimes like with my issue is I like to draw in my living room, and so it's hard sometimes to get a good clip or a video of what I'm doing. So I don't always do it. I think I post like once a week, but yeah, the response so far has been pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't done any like promotion or anything. I haven't even posted my TikTok page on my Facebook page or my Instagram page. So I've been I actually I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
No, it's cool. It
Uh, so
happens.
so so the it's been an organic following.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's that video.
Hell yeah, dope. That looks killer. Like the reflection
Yeah,
on the
Swamp
water.
Thing turned out great.
Yeah, it did.
I was actually
All the
surprised,
Max.
even though the colors were murky, it really popped still. Yeah, that was a
And the
six piece Star Wars
wow.
thing that somebody asked me to do.
Cool. And these are all commissions, huh?
These are all commissions. Yep. Some of them were a free giveaway I did back in I don't know what was it, February or whatever, where I let people comment what they wanted, and I only ran it for so long, and then I cut it off.
Okay.
And yeah, some people got a free sketch card, so I finally finished those.
Uh-oh. Don't want to see that. There we go.
But actually today, funny enough, that we were talking about TikTok. So I made a video on TikTok, and I don't know if you've heard of the band Smash Into Pieces. They're pretty cool.
I can't say I
I'm a
have.
huge fan of their stuff already. And so I posted a video, and I used their song Superhero on the video in TikTok. And then there's an option on TikTok to download what you create. So I downloaded what I created and posted on Instagram. And I posted on Instagram, and I used the hashtags Smash Into Pieces and hashtag Superhero and a couple other hashtags. And cool enough, one of the band members commented on it, and I didn't realize this at first. One of the band members commented on it and said, if you draw Apocalypse DJ, we promise to post it.
Oh
And
wow.
I'm like not thinking. I'm thinking of like some comic book character. Who's Apocalypse DJ? That's their I want to say mascot. I don't really know what to call it, but their drummer they call it. And not thinking about it, and I was like, who's that? And he's like, it's our drummer for Smash Into Pieces. Here, you can check him out at Smash Into Pieces Official. And I'm like, oh wow, this dude just asked me to draw something for Smash Into Pieces. So like that's something I got to work on like soon, so that because that would be great to get that following. You know what I mean? Even if I get a couple extra followers out of that, that's still cool. It's an actual band asked me to do something like that.
Oh, that sounds fucking way wicked, dude. Is this who you're talking about?
Yes, yeah. Apocalypse DJ, yeah.
Is he the drummer you said?
Yeah.
Man, he looks badass though, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's a cool character. I had actually wanted to draw him
That's bad.
before they were going to ask me to. I just have been so busy.
Cool.
Yeah, if anybody's into like rock, I would check that band out. They're pretty good.
For sure. What's the craziest commissions? Something that you won't do, man,
The craziest commission.
or something you
Oh,
won't do.
something I won't do. I'm currently not doing nudity. Because I do have nieces that follow my pages and stuff. So currently not doing anything sexual or nudity related as far as commissions. But I'm pretty much open to everything else.
Cool.
I will be honest, and I will say I do still have a smidge of a hard time with girls. So girls are a little bit harder for me, but I'll still do them. You know, you gotta do it to learn it, right?
Hmm. As I say, fake it until you make it.
Yeah, exactly. And with this sketch card thing, this sketch card deal, and all these people who've wanted them, I've already noticed a huge difference in my drawing and inking ability because of just the consistent practice I've been doing, been having to do it every day because I have to fill those commissions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's something I'll recommend to anybody who wants to be an artist. Just stay consistent, draw, and I don't. Everybody says that, but you don't realize while you're doing it until after you look at your progress. Like this is the difference between 1 week or a month or a year. Like you can tell, and yeah, as an artist crutch, and you might know this, Zim, is if you'll always get better, but you'll never be satisfied with your work.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know, that's
That's very
just
true.
how I feel. I'm never satisfied. I'm like, oh, I could have done this different, or I could have done this different, or I missed. I should have made the shoulder bigger, or whatever.
No, for sure, and and that's something. Once in a while I get that. It's like, hey man, you improved, and I'm like, I guess,
Yeah, right.
or
Yeah.
or it's like, man, it's untried and stuff. But hmm. Have you ever thought about doing anything for like the Marvel Upper Deck?
I have been thinking about it. Yes, I was thinking about actually taking a photocopy of some of these cars that I did do and sending them over to them as samples to see if they would take it or look at it or whatever. Because that would be awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, no lie, but your work is a lot better than some of the people I've seen. So you know what I'm saying?
Thanks, man. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So I could definitely see him doing that. I mean, sketch cards are cool. I dabbled here and there with them a bit, and they're fun. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. They're the way I'm looking at it now is it's a good way to get my name out there because I am still really small, and like I'm a nobody to most people. Most people don't know who I am. They don't know who Sketching the Beast is. I shouldn't have even done that, but I decided to do it anyways because that's what I started doing like 3 or 4 years ago. And yeah, I wanted to do that vlog where I talked about how to stay consistent and how to and then of course I didn't stay consistent, but now I'm back 100%. But so yeah, most people don't know who I am, and that's all I'm looking to do is just get my name out there so people know who I am. And so far, I think I'm doing an okay job. I'm getting a lot, like I said, I'm getting more commissions, and I'm getting people that I don't even know. I'm not even associated with in any way asking for commissions, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, hell yeah. Favorite character to draw?
I almost knew you were gonna ask this one.
Yeah.
So I asked my wife this, and I'm like, who do I draw the most often? And she says, obviously Batman. I didn't think that was the case. I would have said Deadpool, to be honest with you. But yeah, I guess Batman is my number one go-to, primarily because I want to be like Jim Lee. I mean, I think he's my favorite artist. So
Cool. Good pick. He's definitely at my top three. My first is actually Alex Ross, simply because of his paint.
oh yeah,
His painting they're amazing.
yeah, he does some great work. Yeah, I would say My top three would be Jim Lee, Michael Turner, because I just like his style,
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
J. Scott Campbell. Those would be my top three.
Cool.
Those are my my inspirations. But you know what? It's really cool. Is I can actually say I draw a lot of inspiration from a lot of artists, and actually a lot of no name artists. I follow a couple guys, and I think I saw that you had one of them on your chat. So one Armando Ramirez, he does some great work.
Oh yeah, definitely cool
Uh,
guy. Badass
yeah,
art, man. I like it. It's actually been influencing me a lot, man, and some shit I want to
yeah,
try. But
he's got a very unique style, and I
very,
do like it a lot. Not something that I think I would do because he seems to emphasize a lot more on like the shadows versus overall tonality, and that's his style, and I dig it. I like watching him work a lot. And another artist would be Brian Silverbacks. He just wrote his own. He just made his own comic book. That's pretty awesome. So I've been following him pretty closely, and he does some really good work too. And William Russell. William Russell.
William Russell. I gotta
Yeah,
check these guys out.
he's yeah, check them out. They do really great work. And Dominic Daly. If you want to see somebody who does the most insanely detailed work ever, check out Dominic Daly. Uh,
Dominic
and
Daly.
Daley, because he just I phenomenal work. The fact that he's not a Marvel or DC artist already is a surprise.
Wow. He's that diamond in the rough. Where's Jafar when
Yeah,
you need him?
definitely. Yeah, for sure. Excuse me.
No, you're good, man. So I'm gonna have to ask you the hardest question of the night, man. Marvel or DC, or either, neither.
To be honest, I would have to say Marvel. As an avid Marvel fan, I would say I prefer Marvel way more over DC. DC's got a lot of good characters, but I just like the Marvel universe better.
Cool.
I'd have to say.
And I usually ask you towards the end, but I'm gonna ask it now while we're still on that subject.
Oh yeah,
Favorite superpower, man?
favorite superpower?
If you only had one,
None
what
at
would it be?
all.
You
None
wouldn't
at
want
all.
anything. Nothing.
No, I would say money. I'd be like Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I like that. Iron Man,
yeah,
Bruce Wayne. Fuck.
yeah. Iron Man or Bruce Wayne definitely because yeah, I mean you could just do so much with that. And Iron Man's like probably probably actually my favorite character overall, and that's where I drew a lot of my inspiration from my character, my original character. So
Cool. Wow, that's a first. I like that. You kind of threw me off there, man.
did I really?
Yeah,
Wow,
a
that's
little
a
bit.
surprise.
A little bit. That's cool. It's like,
What's
huh?
what's what's the most popular answer?
Flying and telekinesis, like Professor
Okay,
X
yeah,
type
I
of
can
shit.
see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah,
Uh, and the third would be like time travel.
yeah. Time
Fourth,
travel would be a good one.
would be like Nightcrawler, where you just pop out
Oh, you
anywhere.
teleport?
Yeah,
Yeah,
teleportation. So
yeah. Yeah, I would say if I absolutely had to choose, I would probably choose being a speedster. If I had
ah,
to absolutely choose a power, like if it was like you don't have a choice, you have to have a power, I would probably choose being a speedster.
oh, that's cool. You could rob many banks and have a lot of money. You know what I mean? You have all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
money
you
in the
could.
world.
Yeah,
You can have
yeah, you
everything.
could. I could do that. True that.
Uh, so
I'd
let's
probably be like Robin Hood though if I did that. I would take from the rich and give it to the poor.
you know, I'm just blatantly honest, man. If I had superpowers, the world better watch out because I will pull a Magneto on the world. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so
There you go.
very villainous, man. And that's probably why I don't have superpowers. Uh,
It's probably why most of us don't have superpowers. I'm sure it would get to my head at some point.
right? Uh, so let's get into that segment I love calling Josh's Tools. This is where we go ahead and we talk about some of the tools in your arsenal. Um, it could be anything. It's from pencils to markers to crayons. I don't care.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. So I use a 2 millimeter drafting pencil. That's been my go-to lately. I used to use a mechanical pencil, but I've really gotten really used to this thing. Just the different tone and all the control you can have with this thing, because it's a little heavier too. So this has been my go-to penciling tool. Um, I was using Micron inking markers for a while,
Okay.
but the Michaels I went to ran out. They didn't have any left on the shelf for whatever reason. I think they went on sale or something. So I went and I bought the Micron Fineliner, or not the Micron, the Copic Fineliners, or the
Okay.
multi-liners, whatever they're called. And I've been actually liking them a lot more. So I bought a pack I haven't opened yet.
Sweet.
And a lot of my work has a lot of thick ink and dark backgrounds and smudging and stuff like that. So I use this. It's just what the heck is this? What is it called? It's all in Japanese. I have no idea. I actually have no idea what this thing's called, but it's I'm sure if you went to Michael's store, you'd recognize it.
Yeah, I definitely I seen it. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name
Yeah,
though.
it's got the
Yeah.
brush at the end, if you can see that. So I've been really having a lot of fun with this thing, because I've seen a lot of artists use it, and yeah, I've been having a lot of fun because you can go from thin to thick really quick, and expressing line weights and stuff with that. And I've been experimenting with a lot with line weights, because a lot of artists emphasize that when you're doing comic books and drawing anatomy, it's good to have a good sense of line weight. And then the only other tool I usually use is this bad boy.
Oh, there it is.
You may have seen, if you've ever watched Jim Lee do his live videos, he uses this a lot. So I use this for like I don't know, spackling white everywhere if I need to, or some thick white highlights, or I use my my gel pen, my Uniball white gel pen. This actually comes out pretty good.
Yeah,
Second.
that's definitely my number one in your tool bag, man. If you don't have it, woo, you guys are slacking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
So,
I agree. Yeah, it's a good one to have. And
I
that one's actually, I went to Michael's and I tested every single one of their gel pens.
me
This was
too.
the best one I found.
Yep, did the
That was the
exact
best
same
one.
thing. I've been I actually try to call them and see if they could go ahead and sponsor me or something. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
sent them
that'd be
the
cool.
email. So that I'm like, hey man, I fucking highly recommend this to every artist and every just about every show. Um, I'm like, you guys got to do something, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's pretty. It's a pretty good gel pen. It pretty much goes over everything. Like
Hmm.
I used to use black paint markers for a lot of my heavier backgrounds, and then I would try to use a white paint marker. You'd have to go over it 85 times to get it to stick. So, and then just with that gel pen, it's like, and it's like, that's it. You got your highlight. You're done.
Yep.
Yep. Um, and then this might surprise you with all those sketch cards, the coloring I've been doing. I've been using these cheap Ohuhu, I think I'm saying that right, markers. Ohuhu. Weird name, but yeah, it was like $25 on Amazon. I didn't want to make the leap to Copics because I'm still really new to doing color.
Okay.
Most of my life I've just done penciling. So inking and coloring, believe it or not, is super new to me.
Oh wow. I mean, you're
So
doing a good job, man.
thank you.
This Cosmic Ghost Rider looks pretty wicked.
Oh
You know,
yeah, yeah. You know what? I wasn't super crazy about how that turned out.
for
That wasn't.
real.
It's not my favorite piece. But yeah, it's a lot of color. It's definitely a lot of color.
Yeah, I liked it. It's pretty good.
Thank you.
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, somebody else liked it because that's what they saw. That's what they wanted. They wanted a commission done similar to that.
This is cool right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
The
can.
the monochrome Galactus. I have to order those special. I still don't know how to print that. I
Yeah,
tried
man.
figuring out, but
Was that expensive?
to get it printed, not terribly. It was like $5, but they get you on the shipping. That's the hard part. So it's
Oh,
like
okay.
$10 a print,
Oh, wow.
unless you order a bunch of them, right?
Yeah,
Actually, I have that right here.
that looks sick. How much are those
Yeah.
going for, man?
I am charging 20.
Oh, that's not bad either, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not bad. Plus shipping, of course. Plus shipping.
Yeah. Make sure you get that in there.
Yeah. Otherwise, I make nothing.
Not for real. So back to the tools, man. Um, what's your favorite medium?
Uh, penciling.
Penciling.
Penciling, honestly, I would say doing pencil is my favorite medium, just because you get to even if you were to do it in a career field, you get to be the one that lays it out and draws it, and then second I would say would my favorite medium would be inking. I'm enjoying inking a lot more lately than I have been
Cool.
since I've been watching a lot of like Jim Lee stuff and that's how I set up my warm up mode is I put on a Jim Lee video and go at it.
Nice. Yeah, I love seeing that. I love seeing Todd McFarlane as well. Very inspirational man, to say the least. So,
Yeah.
um, would that be it for your tools as of now?
As of now, yes. Yeah, as
Cool.
of now, yeah. I mean,
Have you?
there's some other things I use like for the occasional like special occasion. I'll use like a gold or a silver Sharpie or something, but usually, yeah, those are my main go-to tools.
Awesome, dude. Da, da, da. When you're not drawing or working, what are you doing?
Hanging out with my kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
how old?
He's 13 months now? 14
Oh, wow.
months? Yeah, just turned one a couple months ago.
Well,
So,
congrats, man, on the new kid.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's a lot of fun. I enjoy the heck out of him. And he's like always obsessed with what I'm doing, so so it's a lot of fun.
Expose them while they're young, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hopefully someday either he at least gets into comic books because that's like hopefully he at least gets into comic books because I just have so many comic books that hopefully somebody can take over my collection. But if he becomes an artist, that would be great too.
Cool. Come on, son. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is you got a YouTube channel. I've been seeing that you do a lot of comic book collecting and selling.
Yeah. So before I decided to seriously get back into drawing, we were doing collecting, comic book collecting, toy collecting, and all that other stuff, and we were having a lot of fun doing that. And I had a partner that was doing a lot of the stuff with me. Unfortunately, with everything that's happened and all the other situations and stuff like that, he had to take over a business, so he kind of had to bail on me for the longest time. And then when he was able to come back and be free and have time to do stuff again, he pretty much told me, I see that you're doing this and this, and I just I don't think you're going to have time to do all of this all at once. And he says, so we either need to figure out a way to combine the channels, or you need to pick. You need to choose what you want to do. You want to do drawing, you want to do sketching the beast, or you want to do next level collectors. And so I was like, to be honest with you, I want to do next level collectors. I just have so much I want to do before I die, right?
Yeah.
So why not start now? And so I kind of faded the channel off of that and made it Sketching the Beast. And so now concentration will be mostly art, and I might tie in some other stuff too. But yeah, for the most part.
Cool.
But don't get me wrong, I collect. I still collect comic books, and I still collect Funkos.
Oh shit! Nice.
Crazy maniac.
Yeah, for me, mine's are Marvel Legends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so That's
cool.
I'm full of references. I love it.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that That's the only reason I wish I had started collecting those, is because they're really great references to draw from.
Yeah, and they're highly posable. I mean, I was just bit by the bug a year ago. I used to hang out with a bunch of fake photographers here, and they got me into it, man. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Now, as we get artist block, how do you recharge your batteries, or how do you go about fighting that block that we get, man?
That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. So I, honest to God, have been really grateful that I haven't really had that in the last, month or two or whatever. But usually when I do get artist block, I do take a break, and then I'll do my best to just re-put pencil to paper, because the only way to break out of it most of the time usually is just doing it and getting through it, because it's almost like, in IT mental frame of mind, it's almost like a fragmented block that you have to just get through. You got to defragment it. You got to get rid of it, because otherwise it's going to always be there, and you're going to come back to it. So you just kind of got to break through it, I think, and that's my opinion. Maybe some people feel a little differently, but usually what I'll do in that case is, I'll do one of two things. If I absolutely am like, I can't even draw a face right now, I'll just scribble, just let my hand guide my pencil on just a random piece of paper, cheap piece of paper, whatever, off of your sketchbook, in your sketchbook, doesn't matter. Just let your creativity drive your mind, or drive your hand, and go free. All right? I actually learned that technique. Seems like something you don't really need to learn, but I did. I learned it through watching a lot of YouTube videos. I was watching, I can't think of the name right off the top of my head. If I think about it, I'll let you know. But the guy was literally just, do this, and just, create whatever, do some shading, and, kind of flow with your medium and let it go. And then usually, and I've actually been practicing that semi-frequently, just because, and usually afterwards it seems like I'm really loose then, so I can draw out a gesture really nicely, or I can draw out a face really good, and I'm just like, it's almost like a really good warm up practice.
Cool. And that this is a tough one here. Now that's going to lead me into the other side of the spectrum. Aside from writer's block, sometimes, I don't know if it's happened to you, but you get inside that zone, where no matter what you do, every line is perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you do to get inside that zone? Or is it pretty much building up?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Once I'm warmed up, I usually feel like nothing can stop me at that point. But I always make sure I have my tools ready. They're always ready to grab when I need them, and always having an extra like little sketch card that I can just do something on, or use to draw a quick straight line or whatever. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, once I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone. It's one of those moments where you forget about everything else,
Hmm.
and you're in what you're creating, and it's like this really magical moment, but time just goes
Oh yeah.
out of your head. You have no idea. You're like, I swear, there was one day I was drawing, and it was quiet in the house. It was I don't know, my wife and my kid had gone to bed, and it was like 3 hours I had sat there and drawn, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, well, I gotta go to bed. I gotta work tomorrow.
Oh shit. Yeah. No, I've been there, done that, so I'm pretty sure we're all guilty of that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What about huh. What about Instagram and doing lives? Since you also do lives and got your own channel and are behind the camera, that's a pretty unique perspective as well. I've seen with this whole thing going on, we're all doing lives nowadays. I'm
Yeah,
surprised Instagram's still up and hasn't crashed, but is that something you
right.
recommend for? Is it something you recommend for artists, man? Possibly get behind the camera a little bit more, or
So I would say definitely if you think you're confident enough. I don't think it's 100% necessary, but I do think that it brings in that extra layer of traffic. I've actually been doing most of my live streams on Facebook.
mm,
I have my Facebook page. I've been doing the live streams on there because it's been a little easier to do. I haven't really done too much actual live on Instagram. But I would say yes, only because it's a fun way to interact. Oh yeah, see Blum said amen to that. But
oh yeah,
it's a fun way to interact with your viewers in real time. Like with Facebook, I get to see who's commenting, who's in, and I try to do a giveaway once in a while. Like sometimes if you're just starting up, and this is my perspective, if you're just starting up and you want to actually be serious about your artwork first, know that you're going to be serious, and know that you have the support of your friends and family. And then second, try to stay consistent. And then third, just do it, right? And then try
yeah.
to interact with your people that do like your stuff, and share it out, and join groups and all other stuff. I've actually found the most success I've gotten so far has been sharing my live streams to some of the groups that I am actually active in, and interacting with them on a level that I could talk to them and chat with them while we're doing the live stream. So
That's cool.
that would be my recommendation.
Cool,
But
cool.
definitely put yourself out there. I mean, there's no harm, no foul, right? And even if you get completely flustered, which believe it or not, I do all the time. I get completely flustered. Like, believe it or not, right now I'm a little flustered, but you know what I mean? You get into that mode after you've practiced it a few times, and people will respond to that,
Oh, for sure.
because
Greatly
that's
put.
like, oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, no, you're good. I said greatly put.
Oh yeah, like my biggest thing that I think. Hi, Bruce. My biggest thing that I think is that people have this lack of interaction from the artists that they really do look up to. Like even if they don't aren't artists themselves, like Jim Lee and all them stuff. Like it's very seldom that you can actually get an interaction with them. Like I know Jim Lee does live streams sometimes, and if you get lucky, he'll do a shout out to you or answer your question. So it's one of those things where you, as as like a, I don't know, you want to call us maybe an indie artist, you get to fill some of that gaps. So there are people out there that are looking for that.
I feel that.
And yeah, like I said, don't be afraid to give away some stuff. You're gonna give some stuff away because people. That's how you draw people in. They're like, oh, free stuff. Let me follow you. You know.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to do that at the beginning when I started my career. You know, it's like I would draw something, and I would do a lot of cosplayers. And
Yeah.
I shout them out. Hey, I got this reference from such and such, and once in a while I'll send it to them. And then they would post it, and that's how pretty much I got my little fame here. How it started, how it really kick-started it. So
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that helps. Last 8 minutes of the show, man. If anybody has a quick question for Sketching the Beast, or AKA James, how do you want to be called?
Yeah, Sketching the Beast. Some people call me Sully. It's whatever. Yeah, because my name's actually James P. Sullivan, so for Monsters Inc.
Yeah. Damn, that's badass.
But yeah, my handle everywhere. If you Google me, Sketching the Beast, all one word, you'll get like all my stuff. You'll get my Instagram, my Facebook, my website, which is under construction right now. Hopefully we'll add stuff to that soon, like buying prints and stuff. People want to ever buy prints.
Cool. Now, something that a lot of artists also have trouble, especially for those that like to go ahead and sell their work, pricing, man. How do you think you go about that? How do you personally price your own work and stuff?
So right now I'm on the super cheap end of the spectrum. I had actually read an article somebody made about like what's the average price point that most artists charge. So right now I'm at the super cheap end of that. Like actually probably below the curve, honestly, below the lowest part of the curve. So right now I'm just still playing with my prices. Like I said, the sketch card 2 for $5 deal right now. I got so many hits off of that to the point where I think I might have to raise the price a little bit. It's funny because everybody sees the 2 for $5. Nobody else sees the headshots are only $10. You know what I mean? Like I could do a really good 8x11 headshot, but everybody wants the sketch cards, which is cool too because I know people like to trade them and stuff like that. Right now, like I said, I'm on the cheap end of the spectrum. I will do it based on what I'm most comfortable with. So a headshot, I can do a headshot pretty quickly, believe it or not, and actually have it turn out really good. Because I usually do the head and then like the bust, the chest, and the top parts of the chest and the shoulders. I can do that fairly quickly, and then that's my flat rates, $10. That's black and white, and then I'll tack on like I think I'm charging for 15 for color, just because of equipment and stuff like that. But honestly, I haven't really 100% kept track of how much my equipment is costing me, so I might be losing money. But like I said, right now I'm at that point where I'm just trying to get my name out there. So even if I make money passively and I have to spend money to do it, even if I'm making what I'm spending or spending what I'm making, you know what I mean? Yeah. At least it's evening out.
No, that's cool.
So yeah, I try to stay fairly cheap for now until the need arises, right? So like I said, with the sketch cards, I'm going to have to increase the price on that so I don't get as many sketch cards, but I don't want to stop my commission flow either.
Yeah, word.
So I actually, believe it or not, I had one guy tell me that he wanted to pay me double what I was asking.
Yeah.
Which I was like, I mean, like that's awesome.
And I mean, I do commission work as well, and there are people like him or like them who do value it and definitely pay more than that, man.
Yeah, and in that situation, I'll usually like throw in a free print or something for them. You know what I mean?
Exactly. There you go. Now you know how to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. But your work on the, I think my personal opinion, I think your work is at a level where you could charge and get more for your work, man. So I would go
Thank
ahead
you.
and
Thank you.
bump up that price a little bit, even if it's $10. Start at $10 and go
Yeah.
from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I might have to do that soon.
cool. No, definitely think about it. I mean, it's even my own prices I think are still at the super low spectrum. I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst, and I offer quality work. Like yourself and everybody else, and
Yeah.
try to do it at an affordable price, man. I'm not Alex Ross where I could sell a print for like $400. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
I know. And yeah,
It's ridiculous.
I'm in some of those Facebook groups where it's just like there are people that are buying prints for like $1,000. It's like, wow. I mean, I wish I could be at that point someday where I
It'll
could
get there.
charge $1,000.
Well, we'll get there, man.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Hopefully someday.
Cool.
Hopefully sooner than later.
For sure, dude. But I mean, in just the last 3 minutes, that's why I did the show. That's why I'm doing this. It's something that I love, and it's something that I have the opportunity. The tech is there now, so I could go ahead and just ask all these little random questions that you get all the time as an artist.
Yeah.
On on
Yeah, for
on
sure.
top on top of that, will you draw me something for free?
Sure.
Nah, I'm just joking, man. You're supposed to say no, man.
No,
No,
man,
I will.
definitely. I gotta show my appreciation where appreciation is deserved. No,
No, no,
I
no.
really appreciate you having me on the show, man. Whatever you want, it's on the house.
No, no, man. Thank you, thank you. When I do, I'll definitely pay for it. But that's something, man. I don't know if you gotten it yet, but it's a lot of people. Hey, can you draw me? No, I will not draw you for free.
Yeah, I've gotten quite a few people like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, they're just like, "Can you draw me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just can't take on free commissions at this point. Sorry."
No, cool. Well, I mean, let me know whenever you're free to take more commissions. I'll hit you up in about a month, and I'll definitely want a
Sure.
couple, man. I'm a big Spider-Man fan myself, so I'll take you up on that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
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 I mean, I'm always open. I'll just give you a time frame.
yeah.
Right now, I think my time frame I'm telling people was 2 weeks before I could start on it. So, yeah, like three weeks probably take me to do whatever,
Yeah, that's
depending on
cool.
what it is, too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
So,
life gets in the way, man. I get it.
yeah, yeah, and I just started a live stream every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'll do a live stream on my Facebook page. And I think I'm going to start implementing requests into that
Mm.
soon. Just because I don't want to do the sketch cards on it because it is kind of difficult to get the right angle on them. But
And that's 7:30 Eastern time.
yes, Eastern. Yep.
All right. Well, James, man, it's been a pleasure. We're down to the last minute and a half of the show. This is where we
Sure.
sign off, my friend. Thanks again, dude, for coming on. And you're always welcome to come back, dude. I love the interview, man. It was awesome.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, just let me know. Thank you.
For sure, man. Whenever you want, man, just give me the word. I usually do about 30 days just so I could get newer artists coming in. But after that, man,
Yeah.
30 days, let me know.
All right.
Whenever you're
Sounds
ready.
good, man.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for
Cool.
having me. I much appreciate it.
Likewise, man. Thank you for your time. I and everybody else appreciate it. Guys, that's been episode number 39 of Chatting with Zim with our guests uh, from Monsters Inc. I'm just joking, man. James Sullivan, aka Sketching the Beast. You guys could find him here on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Sketching the Beast, one word. Remember that. Check out his lives on Facebook at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Also go to Chatting with Zim so you guys could find all the available episodes of my previous guest. Check out the video segment of that channel. Make sure you guys subscribe. On the videos portion, we have the live Bruce artist versus artist battles. James, take a look at that at Monstrous Art Clan, where we put up your artist skills against the other opponents. And that's pretty much it,
Cool.
guys. Thanks again,
All right.
James.
No problem.
Everybody,
Have a good night.
good night, guys.